First of all, let's give my brother Shaggy, but today I gotta give the chairman real quick story. I came out backstage, Shag saw me dripping. He said, "Yo, me not get the memo, you know." I said, "Nah, chairman today, you know, you're good, man." So big up, love you to death. Sharon Burke, love you. So, thank you, Sharon, because this is not easy, what you put together. Somebody phone. Turn off your blood, Cliff. Good. All right, so real quick, so today, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all information that y'all, what's up, Kyle from Haiti? I see you, baby. I'm about to give y'all information. I'm on tea, my baby. I'm about to give y'all information. This is very important information for the next generation coming up, because I'm a pretty unique individual. You know, you can go online, the Fugees have, at the Wembley, Jay-Z's opening up for the Fugees. You know, this is a very important moment for me, because in this moment we go into England, we go into France, but it was so important that as hip hop was shifting, that we made sure that we had the openers that we felt was the culture of the next generation. So I need the youth to pay attention, because I'm about to give y'all some important information. So first of all, I'm 54, and the reason why I dress like this is because my daughter does my whole closet. She got a certain way that she want her dad to look, on how she sees him. So shout out to my daughter and Janina. So today we're gonna talk about your power. So this is gonna be shown around the world with millions of youth watching this. So I left Haiti when I was 10 years old. I got into Bob Marley when I was 12 years old. And the pulse, no one could deny the pulse of Jamaica to the rest of the world, right? So Jamaica is the rhythm of the world through the Caribbean. Would anybody disagree with that? No, not at all. Just like Haiti is the pulse of the revolution. The connection with Jamaica and Haiti, it's very important to understand that. There's a young man from Jamaica, his name was Boukman. He was Jamaican. And at a young age, Boukman goes to Jamaica, goes to Haiti. There would be no Haitian revolution. We couldn't have this conversation without speaking of Boukman. So I really don't speak to you from the point of view of a Haitian or a Jamaican. I'm speaking to you now from the point of view of an African. And in saying that, the richest man was Mansa Musa, right? Till today. And the reason why I say that to you is I want you to understand something. The power is in the information and you knowing your worth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you proof of concepts of what you're worth and why you should not settle for less, why you should always stay humble, no matter what record you have and no matter how high you are. But there's gonna be a time you're gonna be Uncle Wyclef's age, right? And I just want, when you're 54, for you to still have all your cars, your mansions, your real estate, and everything. So let's start off with, what is the real power of the music business? All right. So the real power of the music business is ownership. Right? Ownership. Because what do? We hear a lot of people, they sing songs, right? When I told my daddy that, he said, what are you gonna be? Because when you're from the Caribbean and you go foreign, you're either gonna be doctor, lawyer, engineer, right? Yeah. So me tell my daddy, I'm going to be a musician. He says, you're going to die broke. And the reason why I want to go back to Bob Marley is because I want to talk to you about generational wealth, right? So it's not about you having money. It's about the generations to come. How do you set up something so no matter what happens, your children, their grandchildren, this is where we need to go now. Like there's nowhere else to go. That's it. So inspired by Bob Marley, what does he show us? Right? He shows us the power of generational wealth. So I want to start with saying that. So in saying that, we started off with a song called Maria Maria. Now this song is a song that I wrote for Carlos Santana. Started it on the keyboard. Right? Now, this song, I write it for Carlos Santana. When you see Carlos Santana at the Grammys and he gets an award, I'm not at the Grammys. I'm home. I'm chilling, eating some rice. But my Grammy gets delivered to me. This is real power, right? Now let's go a step further. Now, when you hear this song, am I just featured on this song, or do I own this song? What does that mean? And what is my ownership in the song, right? So that means, this song I own over 60% of it, just one song, right? Now, 70, yeah. All right, cool. You know the vibe. So let's talk about the power of the sync. So Star, when you own something, that means this. Anybody in the world want to use it, they might give you a check for it. They want to use it for a cereal commercial. They want to use it for Super Bowl, anything. This is what's called the power of the sync. That's why you should never give nothing away, right? Because you could give something, you could do something today, and it don't work today. It's okay. Don't give it away. You see Quincy Jones, one of my mentors, he was doing the movie Austin Power, and I heard him talking about how he kept trying to come up with the score. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't come up with it, but he remembered there was something in his vault that he had that was going something that he just kept in his vault that didn't work at the time, that ended up being the theme song for Austin Power. So in saying that, Caribbean people love visual. We're very visual people. We have to see things to understand them. So the first thing I'm going to show you is, in America, the Super Bowl is the biggest thing in the world, right? So in the Super Bowl, when Rihanna does Wild Thoughts, when Shakira does Hips Don't Lie, the Super Bowl have to call my manager, Madeline Nelson, and now we have to clear this record. If I don't clear it, it can't be performed. This is real power. This is called ownership. So now your negotiation is directly with the Super Bowl. So now you're directly with the NFL. Now some of the young ones in here is like, hold up, Uncle Wyclef, we don't get it, man. Back up. You just said Rihanna at the Super Bowl, Wild Thoughts. We thought that was DJ Khaled's song. Go back, reverse that, right? That means when DJ Khaled wants to use that song, boom, 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 he calls me up. And he go, yo, you know we the best, man. I got this idea, bro. I've been sitting on this idea with Riri, you know what I'm saying? Yo, man, I know Carlos Santana don't be clearing nothing, man. Can you get me? I need to get. I said, you're good. And so now, when you see that song streams 1 billion copies, what that means is that my daughter is good. See what I'm saying? I just want to take her. This is why you shouldn't give none away. So what we're gonna do is, let's look at the Super Bowl, those times that happened when I was eating popcorn and what happened. Go. All right, so let's talk about Super Bowl sinks where I could just eat popcorn and make money. Okay, here we go. Rihanna, Wild Thoughts, right? Doom, 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 which is a sample from my song Maria Maria. Okay, you can stop it right there. Just, yeah, I know y'all like visual to remind y'all. Y'all good? Cool, perfect. All right, so you heard my voice and I was nowhere there. All right, so now let's talk big stuff. Business before hype. I don't care about being on TV with billions of people. That's not the first thing that's important for me. The first thing that's important for me is to make sure that I'm in control of the situation. Ownership. Now, everybody here, hips don't lie. And remember I said sometimes something might not work once. Don't give it away. Before the record came out with Shakira, let's talk about the power to sing. 2 years before Shakira, I get a call from Clive Davis. Sharon, you don't like Clive Davis? All right, go ahead, guys. So that's my godfather. So I get a call. I get a call from Clive Davis. He said that they're doing a movie called Dirty Dancing. And he says, yo, Clef, in this movie, we're looking for a song. This is 2 years before Shakira. The movie is called Dirty Dancing. Anyone ever seen that movie? Okay. Yeah. Now, remember this is 2 years before Hips Don't Lie. Do y'all want to hear the song that was on Dirty Dancing 2 years before Hips Don't Lie? And the artist that I wrote it for was Claudette Ortiz. Do you want to hear it? Yeah. 2 years, and it's in the movie Dirty Dancing. It's called Dance Like This. You have it, brother? Yeah, y'all shocked. 2 years before Hips Don't Lie, this song was in a movie, The Power of the Sink. This is why it's important for you to focus on multiple avenues for your music. You can't just look on an avenue of saying, okay, what am I streaming this week, right? You have to look at the game as a 360. You gotta be like, man, can I get this music in this commercial? How do I get this music in this movie? How do I get this music in this ad? So Clive Davis, my mentor, was like, man, I don't think this is worth. This song ain't gonna pop, right? And we put it in the movie, it did not pop. And then 2 years later, this song breaks Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley's record as one of the biggest songs of all time. So, and I only tell you this is because I want to show you, not me, because I'm from you. I still got a Haitian passport with a green card. So I'm saying we as immigrants, I'm showing you. If I can do it, I'm just telling you, yeah, push, man. So, cool. So now we're talking about syncs and the power of sync. So a lot of us love video games. And what I want to do is, let me see, let's go into and again, we talked about getting your music in different places that they wouldn't necessarily be, right? So in saying that, let me look at my notes real quick. All right, so Madden NFL. How many people have music in any form of sports games? Raise their hands. Power of the Sync. Okay, a couple here. So Power of the Sync. So, but what I want you to think about right now, Jamaica. Jamaica basically controls the TikTok. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Jamaica and Africa, they run that TikTok. And the Haitians are on the come up on that heavy. So I want you to understand how much music you're putting out every day. Why only 3 people are raising their hands, right? So it's important that we, as executives, and that have the key to the culture, that you give the kids access to this. Anyone here with an actual platform, a platform that collects data, and you're sitting here with a lot of data, please pass the information, because we need billions and billions of songs that these video games can pull from. They want music from the Caribbean. We need more access to get it to them. And some of us in this room have this key. We need to start opening this floodgate. So again, I don't really play video games, but let's look into it. Madden. And so yeah, so we're gonna go through it. So, you know what's funny about this? Watch this. Maybe 2 people heard this song before. But this is what I'm trying to explain to you. You have to have catalogs of music. If you can't just be doing music to satisfy fans. You have to do music also to satisfy your business of the future. So in order to do that, you have to have, this song is, I'm gonna pop this on the billboard. But meanwhile, look for different avenues and constantly produce music that you can have all over the place. Remember the power of the sync in video games. Now, does anybody out here know what a movie trailer is? Okay, and a movie trailer is very quick. It goes and it comes, right? So, remember when Jay-Z was like, yo, I got $1 million for a sync, right? Now the thing about it is, I don't brag, but I could too be like, I got $1 million for a sync, right? Because Mission Impossible, everybody know Mission Impossible. Watch this. This ain't gonna even be in a movie. Just for a Fuji sync. Just for the sync. It's just millions of dollars just for the sync. Again, let's look at, now we talked about music in video games. Now, imagine how many music you get. A 30-second trailer, you could be making thousands and hundreds and thousands of dollars on that. So again, another Wyclef sync, Mission Impossible. Let's check that out. You know what's also powerful? We have to talk about this. They'll just use the music for the trailer to get people like into the trailer. You know what I'm saying? Let's check out this Ready or Not Fuji's sync for the movie Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible, right? Right, so, and again, Caribbean people, I thought, I was like, man, I gotta do a presentation for y'all, because I think sometimes we're missing the point. And the point is, you are the power, right? So I showed y'all music in video games and in different positions. So what I'm gonna do is probably go to maybe 2 or 3, and then we're gonna have like some conversation. We gotta go to Carmen Hip Opera, okay? But I'm gonna talk about this one. So, shout out to Beyonce. She's definitely an important person to me personally, because, you know, I've done a lot for a lot of people. But you know, she came out and was like, yo, you know, if it wasn't for Clef, we wouldn't get our start. So, I always tell people, don't forget this. The real superstar is the local person. Never forget that. The superstar is the local. And what that means is we all has to remain humble. As long as we think as locals, we'll always make it. Now, this movie is called Hip Opera. But anybody are from Yard, when they talk about hip opera, first thing y'all think about Fuji's Bounty Killer, right? Michael Jackson bought you Thriller, Emirala, Gunman, Hala, Refuge. right? So he was sleeping. He woke up like, oh, what's going on here? So hip opera is a movie. Again, now I get another call, and this call again. Who is negotiating these calls for you that have to come in? Because the Caribbean people still don't have the floodgates of these calls, and it constantly look like it's all on a high tier, and nobody locally can get these calls. So this is another sync, but this is Wyclef Jean, Beyonce, Karma. This is not you say no. This ain't Bugaboo, right? This is us understanding the power of putting music inside of film, which is infinite. That lasts forever. So if you could go to that Karma thing so we could refresh our memory a little. I'm skipping. What I want to do is, my brother, I don't mean to trip you out because I want to get into conversations with the crowd real quick. So let's go into, we're going to go into the Jim, let me see. I didn't say Jimmy Campbell. I want to go into the Jim, I think it's the last song I think we just did. We just played Fallon, right? Where's my folks at? We just did Jimmy Fallon, right? Okay, so go to the last one, which would be Jimmy Fallon, and I don't know where you at, but let me know when it's queued up. Give me a thumbs up. I'm just going to talk to those people. Okay, perfect. So give me a second. So here we are. Now you can go online and you're going to find over 30,000 Wyclef syncs if you want to dig. So what does that mean? I don't have to get up out of my bed and pick up an instrument ever and feel like I need to show up in a place so I could play to make money. I never have to do that. And if you're producing a song a month and it's going up on your platforms, every 3-4 months you putting out a song, you shouldn't have to do that when you're my age. And the only way, I'm giving you that warning right now, is protect your sync. Protect your publishing right. A man will come and be like, yo, you the hottest dude in the community right now. I'm gonna give you $200,000. Imagine what that means if they're gonna give you 200. They're gonna make 20 million off of you on the data. I need you to protect that. So where is Wyclef at today? Because we have something called, you know, my nephews are very funny. My niece be like, yo, you know, that was back then, bro. Like, what you doing now? I said, what are you talking about? I just showed you how to save a bunch of money. No, I'm saying like right now though, right? So let's talk about now. So what I've done is I have a platform. It's called Soto. And it's very quiet, very exclusive on its data. I found a way to reinvent on how we're gonna move to the future. Now, Hollywood, Bollywood, Nollywood, and we could keep going, constantly need music, but they lack composers, they lack producers, they lack a generation that don't just want to put music on the pop charts. This generation want to be like Jan Zimmer. They want to be at the Oscars conducting. They want to be like Quincy Jones. They want to be like Wyclef at Carnegie Hall conducting a full-blown orchestra. We are from the islands. We have our Beethovens too. It feels like they don't feel like it's cool no more, so they're just trying to catch up with what's happening. So I want these Avengers to know that we have created a quiet platform that we're developing for you called Soto. In the process of 3 years, what have I done quietly? Our clients are Google, YouTube, Apple Music, endless. And currently, there's a show on Showtime. It's called The Shah. The Shah is a very cool show. It's directed by Lena Waithe, who did Queen and Slim. And in Queen and Slim, again, I scored life, so I have a very extensive jazz background also. So I get approached to score the 3 seasons of life that you've seen. Let me tell you what happened. As I did the score, I broke the avenue. This is how it works. Peep the information. When you're doing a film, this is the part y'all don't see. We have what's called a spotting session. Spotting sessions, the score guy gets on, the music supervisor gets on, the dude who's doing the sound design gets on, we all get on. And now, here goes how it goes. Yo, man, this Earth, Wind, and Fire, man. I don't know if I want to clear that, man. That's like, they charging like $350K for that. And I go, well, there's these kids, they're the next Earth, Wind, and Fire. You don't have to pay that much. They're from Mississippi. And they are inspired by Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's going to feel like Earth, Wind, and Fire, but it's going to be something different. In the course of this process, people are hitting Shazam. And in hitting Shazam, proof of concept, there's already one person from that platform that just got signed to Universal, where Lucian Grain directly signed the person. And I just want you to hear that story because this is you today. So we have a song that we put out, right? This song just came out. It's called Paper, right? It was a song that I could have did with any of y'all. An ad company approached TIAA, one of the biggest Fortune 500 companies, y'all know, in America. It approached and said, Clef, 54% of brown and blacks do not have a retirement plan. We need you guys to come up with a song and make retirement looks cool. Now, honestly, Admiralty could have wrote the song. Any artist in here, if I gave them that memo from the Gen Z all the way, could have wrote this song. Now this song, the key was the first 100,000 of the streams of that song would go to first generation investors. So now Amazon, Jeff Bezos, shout out to Bezos, I need some money, they matched it. So what that means is, right off the first 7 days, the 100,000 streams is $100,000, which automatically goes into a fund. So I say this to you by telling you, if we don't want the youth to fail, us, private sector, have to start to figure out a way, in a different way, to invest in these kids. So what I'm going to show you is the song that we did, which is from the Millennials, Lola Brooke, Flor J, Pusha T, Wyclef Jean. This is called Paper. Right after we do that, then I'm going to get deep with y'all into some questions because I got 20 minutes. And I hope y'all had a cool time. So let's get into it. Yeah, Paper Right, baby. Turn it up. Another artist that's like on the solo platform, Hannah, can I put you on the spot? Cause you in Jamaica. Come on. I do things like that. This is my music. I was gonna play this thing, but no cap, I wasn't. 1, 2, 1. Come up, grab the guitar real quick. Alright, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Cause they already know I can play. So we are in Jamaica, and don't worry, my daddy was from the church. I was a sound man too. Big up the sound man them. So we don't have much time. I want to get into these questions, but I'm from an idea of paying tribute to the past, because I'm always excited. I always say this information, for you to receive it, we have to understand who came before us, right? So I know you're a Gen Z generation, but versus doing something in a film or whatever, can you just flip something like we're in Jamaica, like a tribute vibe? Catch a
What's up, everybody? I'm Hannah. Nice to see you guys. I see some familiar faces. Kayla, Chris, don't break the ice real quick. Hope this inspires you.
Rise to the occasion, go ahead, you know you're strong. No one can stop you, yeah. Rise to the occasion, go ahead, you know you're strong. No one can stop you. It's for you to make the best in the life. Know that you've got the chance, get up and stand. Do what you're gonna sunrise. Fulfill your needs and wants. It's for you to make the best in the life.
Hold on. This show business, real quick, watch this, hold on. Now I'm gonna show you, when this happens, you don't continue. You literally be like, what the hell's going on, right? And you take this off like this, and now you just take your guitar, like this is what you should have did. Took your guitar and say, fuck it. And then you put yourself here, right here, and now you go silent, and now you start again, and I just hold my mic. Just go a cappella. With your guitar, go ahead. I got you.
Rise to the occasion, go ahead, you know you're strong. No one can stop you, yes. Hey. Rise to the occasion, go ahead, you know you're strong. No one can stop you. It's for you to make the best in your life. Know that you've got the chance, get up and step. Do what you're gonna say right. Fulfill your needs and wants. It's for you to make the best in your life. Know that you've got the chance, get up and step. Do what you're gonna say right. Yeah. Some people meditate, I smoke something, yo. Some people are conscious of God life, others just look panting, yo. Some people lick some drinks, like champagne and brandy, yo. Babies with ice cream, cake and cotton candy, yo. I love herbs, girls, good roots from Shanti, yo. Girls from good spanking, yo. Let's the only education fast like dancing, yo. All them stay living and standing. It's for you to make the best of the life. Now that you've got the chance, get up and stand. Do what you're gonna start right.
Come here. Yo, that's what you call putting the artist on the spot, and she holding the ground. Hannah Higgins, she definitely in the heavy collective.